Assalamu alaikum. Hi everyone. We meet in this video to show you a lesson plan of how the lesson plan of direct and indirect speech for first year either literary or scientific classes. Theme is communication and the press. Unit our findings show. As you know, this is a grammar lesson, so it should be presentation, practice, and production or use. The main aim of the lesson is learners will be able to report sentences using both direct and indirect speech. The rationale behind the presentation is to introduce the language point, direct and reported speech to learners. Teacher asks learners to pick out the two first reported sentences from the report which they have written, page 85. Learners go back to their reports and pick out the sentences which I have written here. I asked teenagers if they liked practicing sport. All of the informants told me that they liked practicing sport. Then I asked them which sport they liked practicing. 50 of them said that they liked practicing football. Teacher asks which type of speech is it. Its learners could say it's reported speech. Teacher interacts orally with learners to recognize reporting verbs, their tense and their synonyms. The reporting verbs are asked. The synonym is questioned, answered, said, told, or replied. Their tense is the past simple. The tense of the verbs that follow the reporting verbs are in the past simple. Sorry, here are. Sorry, here the tense. It refers to the tense. The tense of the verbs that follow the reporting verb is the past simple. The teacher asks learners, can you report the sentences in another way? If yes, what is it? Learners, yes we can. It's the direct speech, reporting the exact, which means reporting the exact words of the speaker. Learners are going to report the above statements into direct speech. I asked teenagers, do you like practicing sport? They told me, yes, we do. Then I asked them, which sport do you like practicing? 50 of them said we like practicing sport. Here you could interact orally with learners to find these, to report them to direct speech. The teacher explains all what is related to direct speech and comparing it with reported speech in a table. Then teacher points out that if the reporting verb is in the present simple, no change occurs in reported speech, the tense of the verbs, and asks them to report the previous dialogue using asks, say, tell. Learners, I ask teenagers if they like practicing sport. They tell me that they like practicing sport. I ask them which sport they like practicing with S. "50 of them say that they like practicing football." Then we move to practice. To practice, the rationale is to practice the new language point. The practice, it's task 1, page 93. Use asked, answered, said, and told to report the exact words in dialogues A, F below. Also, we can use the practice. Also, another task is task 2, page 93. Use indirect speech to report what the speakers in dialogues A, F above say. Learners do tasks and we do a collaborative correction on the board. I have forgotten to write that. Then we move to production. The rationale behind production is to consolidate the use of direct and indirect speech. The teacher asks learners to work in pairs to interview each other about TV programs, favorite channels, activities in free time, etc. Then use direct and indirect speech to report what is said in the interview. I hope that could help you, especially could help novice teachers. Wish you the best of luck. Goodbye.